here. So I was going back on my old content on my channel, and I was like, you know what? Let's just look through my playlist and everything like that. And I happened to stumble across my NBA 2K20 My Career Baby KD playlist, and I was like, you know what? Let me check out this playlist and let me see what's up with it. You know what I'm saying? Because man, 2K20 came out, um, and I had so much fun with the game, man. I really did. Making baby KD and, just going through all the builds that I went through. So I was like, let's hop on 2K24 and let's reimagine, baby KD. So what I went on ahead and did was I wrote down all of the stats for baby KD, and we're gonna reimagine him. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna, you know, bring him to 2K24. We're gonna see how his build would kind of stack up in this new kind of my career builder we have. I feel like it was a pretty cool idea. You know what I'm saying? So plus, it's been a while since I've uploaded on the channel, so I apologize about that. Been trying to get X Defiant gameplay out. Um, I'm kind of having a hard time with X Defiant just because there's a lot of things that they need to fix, and also be on the lookout for a video talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly on X Defiant. I think I have around like 40 or so hours of playtime, so I have a lot of playtime with the game. So yeah, man, we're gonna go on ahead and get right into it, man. So yeah, so baby KD, as y'all know, he was my 3 level scorer in 2K20. Loved him to death, bro. I think 2K20 I made the best builds like I've ever made. You know what I'm saying? So he was 6'7" at the small forward spot. He was 200 pounds, had a 6'8" wingspan. Those are his stats to the right. Those are his badges. And honestly, it's a passable build. I feel like this build could really do everything. He has really good defense. Can score the ball. Can finish the ball. His physicals are really good. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna move on now. This the So I'm gonna reset these attributes here because the way I imagined baby KD back in the day is gonna be different than I imagine him now. So like I said, 6'7", 200 pounds, 82-inch reach. Um so his close shot in 2K20 was a 85, which is crazy because he was a small forward. 67 driving layup, which is passable. 63 driving dunk, so he wasn't out there, posterizing people left and right. Standing dunk was at a 57, so pretty average finishing, nothing too crazy. Um, his post hook was at a 78. This was when they had post hooks in the game, like as an attribute. So, I mean, I guess you could put it at 78 for post control because, I mean, it has hook specialist over there. So screw it. Why not? We're going to put it in there just to kind of add to the build. Um, Now, here's where things get a little glitchy, okay? So in 2K20, Baby Katie had a 95 mid range shot. He had a 95 3, which obviously I can't get here, so I got to put it at an 88. And then his free throw was at a 92. So his scoring was elite. I mean, literally, when I hopped on with my brother, rest in peace, uh, you know, he would just tell me to sit at the 3 point line because he knew what I could do. Even my cousins, Mike, Saya, and Joey and all them boys, like, we would hop on the wreck and, back on park back in the day, and, we just have a ball. So they'd all tell me to stand out there at the 3-point line because when I get hot, I get hot. So post fade is at a 95, which is absolutely crazy. Because if you guys go back and look at that gameplay, which the playlist is on my channel if y'all want to go relive some good memories of 2K20 back when the game was actually good. Because 2K sucks ass now. Excuse my language. But anyways, yeah, 95 post fade. I mean, literally, I was abusing this, back when 2K20 was out. Moving on to pass accuracy. His pass accuracy was actually at 81. So he's looking really good so far, though. His stats are looking really good. His ball handle was at a 68. Kind of, I think that's below average for the small forward spot. I could be wrong on that. 76 for post moves, which they don't have that as an attribute in 2K24. So we're going to move on. So for the interior defense, he was at a 40. For perimeter defense, he was at a 55. And then for his steals, he was at a 39. For his blocks, he was also at a 39. Then for offensive and defensive rebounds, he was at a 34. So everything else is just kind of, left up to me and my interpretations. Now, I think I'm gonna have to go back and pull up his speed and everything else like that, because back then they measured the speed and everything a little different as well. And I'm gonna actually tell you guys the player comparisons that I got for Baby KD back in the day, because they were absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so I think he was at okay, let's see. So he had a 75 speed, which was pretty good at the time because he was actually pretty fast. 73 for his acceleration. He had a 51 strength. And his vertical was a 59. And I'm going to put his stamina at a 99 because that's what it always is. Now, his player comparisons, when I finished the build, let me see, I'm trying to fast forward it here. His player comparisons were Peja Stojakovic, Luka Doncic, and Bojan Bogdanovic. So that Luka comparison was absolutely crazy, considering the fact that obviously Luka was kind of starting to come into the league, and he hadn't quite, established himself as that dominant scorer that, he is now. So I think that's absolutely cool. But now the rest of this is left up to interpretation. This is what Baby KD was. Everything you see here, this was back in the day, okay? His defense would definitely not pass in this game. Like, he would get torched on the offensive side of the ball, right? Obviously, we can't, fast forward to see what this build is. When y'all see what the name of this build is, y'all are going to absolutely just lose your minds over it, because it's one of the most basic names that you could probably get with the build. But if I had to do this build a little differently, his speed with ball would be up, okay? Now, for his perimeter defense, Back in the day, he did have bronze clamps, so that is something that will help him out on that side of the ball. Um, I would put his steals up to a 70. Um, uh, I might put his dunking up, but then again, it's kind of like I would like him to get posterizer. Posterizer would be cool. I mean, bronze posterizer, is alright. Um, Definitely his speed would be up. And then I want to say, I mean, everything else is good. Ball handle is good. Maybe put it up a couple of points. Um, this is just going off of how I play, obviously. You guys might do something a little differently than I do it, but kind of the way I play the game, I play my career anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Um, I I'm gonna have to go with blocks just because I want to be uh you know pretty good when it comes to people going into paint. Now this is kind of what I would have tried to do back in the day had the build system been a little more better. Literally, there is nothing that this guy right here can't do. Obviously, on the rebounding side of things, he's gonna struggle. But I mean, being 6'7", he's gonna get rebounds. Like, rebounds is more of positioning than anything else. I mean, finishing, he's gonna have bronze posterizer, so he's gonna, he's not gonna be out there, uh, being like Anthony Edwards, like dunking over people, right? Mid-range, three-pointer, free throw, you name it, he's gonna be automatic. I mean, look at these badges. I mean, literally, this is kind of how he was back in the day. The only thing that's different here, limitless range, I think he had that on Hall of Fame. Like, I don't understand why they only give you bronze on a build that has 88. That's ridiculous. Um, but yeah, everything else is accurate. The playmaking is accurate because back in the day he would actually get ankle breakers, which this build actually does get bronze ankle breaker. And then everything else is pretty much accurate to a T. Um, so I think this build is pretty cool. So let's see what the name of this build is. Let's see what his comparisons are. We got a legend here, Kiki Vandeweghe. I don't even think he was that good either. So just a plain old sharpshooter. I mean that's literally it. Like, oh man, yeah, that's literally it, bro. I mean, this is baby KD reimagined the way I kind of would have wanted him to be, back in the day. Obviously modeled this build after Kevin Durant and, wanted him to be a scorer, be a defender, be a good playmaker, and also be able to finish at the rim whenever he's needed to. So this is the reimagined version of KD. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If y'all did, y'all drop a like, y'all subscribe, make sure your notifications are turned on so that way you don't miss a video when I upload. If you guys want to see part 2 of another 2K20 build, because I think I had let me see. So I'm gonna go back to my playlist. So I had 1, 2, 3 more builds that I could showcase for you guys. So if that's something you guys want to see within the next episode or so, y'all drop a like on this video. And yeah, man, just to kind of throw hints out there. I think 2 of them were guards, and then another one was one of my favorite center builds back in the day. If you guys are OGs of the channel, y'all would know who that is. Y'all would know what all these builds are, but that, that's just where we're going to end things off. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If y'all did, y'all drop a like, y'all subscribe. Make sure your notifications are on so that way you don't miss a video when I upload. And depending on the build system for next year, if you guys want to see me make any of these builds, any of these builds as like a side kind of challenge or whatever, we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen for 2K25 whenever it comes out. So y'all let me know what's up. But other than that, y'all stay motivated, stay dedicated, always have that Mamba mentality, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace out.